What's up, everybody? I'm Damon Hatfield, and for today's Daily Fix, we have a former PlayStation boss's thoughts on Xbox Game Pass, new games for PlayStation Plus, and a meet cute with the final Borderlands 4 Vault Hunter, Amon the Forgeknight. Let's get into it. Presented by Borderlands 4. Pre-order now. Shawn Layden, former chairman of PlayStation Worldwide Studios, has blasted gaming subscription services such as Game Pass as bad for the video games industry and developers, who he said can end up being turned into wage slaves. Speaking to our sister site GamesIndustry.biz, Layden criticized the impact of Xbox Game Pass becoming the Netflix of gaming by suggesting it had led to a new normal where paying for individual games had become less common, at a time where big live services such as Roblox and Fortnite were already gobbling up attention spans and player spending. Layden was also critical of the impact that launching a game into a subscription service had on its developers, with games simply becoming content for the subscription's catalog. "I'm not a big supporter of the Netflix of gaming idea," Layden said. "I think it is a danger. I mean, look at what happened in music. In the popular mind, music costs nothing. Music should be free. Spotify, what is that? It's $15 a month or something, but virtually no one buys music anymore." While not an exact comparison, Layden is suggesting that the ubiquity of music via streaming catalogs has devalued individual releases. And he's right. But while the music industry can adapt to make up revenues from live concerts, the same cannot be said for video games, something that makes day one game launches via a subscription service bad for the business, in his opinion. "The problem with gaming is all we have is launch," Layden continued. "That's it. No one wants to pay money to come into the studio and watch people code." There's been much debate recently over the profitability of Xbox Game Pass, which Microsoft itself has said makes money, and the lost sales of first-party games which people no longer need to pay individually for. But Layden insisted the profitability of it all is not the real issue. He said, "Is Game Pass profitable? Is Game Pass not profitable? What does that mean? That's really not the right question to ask anyway. You can do all kinds of financial jiggery-pokery for any sort of corporate service to make it look profitable if you wanted to. You can take enough costs out and say that's off the balance sheet and, oh look, it's profitable now. The real issue for me on things like Game Pass is it healthy for the developer?" It's here that Layden described developers working to launch games within a subscription as essentially becoming a wage slave. He said, "They're not creating value, putting it in the marketplace, hoping it explodes, and profit sharing and overages and all that nice stuff. It's just, you pay me X dollars an hour, I built you a game, here, go put it on your servers." I don't think it's really inspiring for game developers. Regardless, Xbox Game Pass remains a huge profit driver for Microsoft, which said in June that the subscription service had reached a new annual record of nearly $5 billion in revenue for the first time following the launches of Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, The Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remastered, and Doom: The Dark Ages, all games that I enjoyed playing on Game Pass, which have also sold well outside of Game Pass. Oblivion and Doom are among the best-selling new releases across all platforms in 2025. Moving on, Sony has revealed its PlayStation Plus game catalog August 2025 editions, pulling back the curtain on extra and premium tier highlights like Marvel's Spider-Man, Mortal Kombat 1, Resident Evil 2, and more. It's a month with titles that range from some of the biggest games on the market to a few hidden indie gems, with PlayStation Plus premium subscribers also netting access to a 5-hour Death Stranding 2 on the beach game trial. The PlayStation Plus game catalog will expand with 11 new titles come August 19th. Subscribers with the extra and premium tiers will enjoy standouts like NetherRealm Studios' soft reboot fighting game Mortal Kombat 1, as well as Insomniac Games' original superhero affair Spider-Man. The latter is making its return to the service after departing the library of available games in April 2023. Other games include Harold Halibut, Indika, Earth Defense Force 6, Unicorn Overlord, Atelier Ryza 3, and Coral Island. There's also Giant Squid's Sword of the Sea, which launches day one for extra and premium subscribers. That's from some of the devs who worked on Journey and also gave us Abzu and The Pathless. Finally, premium subscribers can look forward to two monumental PlayStation 1 games, Resident Evil 2 and 3. Some good games this month. I always enjoy playing the story mode when a new Mortal Kombat game is out, and Mortal Kombat 1 has a fun one, and any strategy fan should definitely check out the incredible Unicorn Overlord, one of my favorite games of last year. And finally, Borderlands 4...
Yeah, still nothing. Timekeeper still has a grip on our show. But hey, that means you get the final entry in our Borderlands 4 Vault Hunter Spotlight. Amon the Forgeknight. Even in the Borderlands universe, Amon is an outlier. Raised by a vault monster worshipping cult, his world was shattered the day the vault opened, and the creature inside wiped out everyone he loved. He survived, barely, and now he's on a mission of vengeance. Amon the Forgeknight is a hulking warrior poet who dominates the front lines with an arsenal of weaponized drones that form swords, whips, and spears. Whether you're soaking damage or dishing it out, Amon is your frontline wrecking crew. That's all for Vault Hunters, and if the Timekeeper's still lurking tomorrow, you might be seeing me again.
Wait, what was I saying? I was about to read the C story, but now my mind is completely blank. Oh well, let's go ahead and wrap this up. I want to say happy 6th birthday to my son Kingo. Love you, buddy. Now that you're caught up on the news, watch the price reveal trailer for Power Wash Simulator 2, which is more entertaining than it sounds. I'm Damon Hatfield, and for all your video game news, stay tuned to IGN.